We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 12:15 p.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness now on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And in the second half of the day, it sent out a bull indicator, and call options went up 300% plus within minutes. And as you see it here popping up within the chart, you could see how the strength continued into the after hours, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight with yesterday's support and trying to retest key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:30 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to multiple dip areas here in the last 2 days, and back up to a rip area in today's after hours. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here, and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, back under a bull indicator here on the 30 minutes since the 495 area, a crucial area of support that we were watching, and it was used as support in the first half of the day. It broke through it, head towards the next support we were watching of 493, bounce back up slightly above those levels at the 493.60 area, and here it is with full strength canceling out that bear indicator from up here at around the 501 area. And so far coming up not that far off of it at around the $500 area and slightly above the support of Friday of last week at the 498 level. So we are at some crucial levels here in the volatility of the SPY, and so far the strength here of this bull indicator and full transition from the dip area of white with red borders to bright green bars on 42 vision. But it's not the only stock. We also have the QQQ pushing up higher under a bull indicator since 422, and Tesla within the volatility, it is under a bear indicator but trying to come back up to retest the highs of the day, which were not that far off of 200. Lots of people are looking at that resistance and that level here going into tomorrow and the rest of this week. And we also have Apple here within the volatility holding support above 180 and trying to head back above 182.50. Lots of eyes on it as well, and back under a bull indicator, and I'll be watching these levels going into tomorrow. Now, here we are with the SPY on the 30-minute bull indicator, but when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, first bull indicator that pops up to cancel out the bear indicator after having multiple rejections up here at the 502 level, and now it's back under a bull indicator here since 495 and doing a full transition so far from the dip area back up to the rip areas, right? After falling downwards from bright green bars to white with red borders, and going into tomorrow, I will be watching if inflows follow and if this bull indicator can continue to hold true and continue a possible staircase effect to the upside to retest key resistance levels. So in the bigger picture, I will be watching this going into tomorrow. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we can see some of the chop here between yesterday's after hours, pre-market today, and intraday. And there was a bear indicator here with some strength from 495 down to 493.50. But a full transition has happened here after hitting a dip area, followed by a bull indicator at 494.70 and going strong here with the rip area of bright green bars and full strength here of retesting key resistance levels and back above yesterday's opening high of 498, and that was the support not that far off of it back on Friday, right? And trying to head towards 500 here at the 499.31 area to be exact in the after hours. Now, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow, and I'm going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows dominating in the first half of the day, even though they were green since yesterday. And that's why things continued, right, to the downside here and with weakness. But when it actually started to pull down even further to test the low of the day is when those outflows started to pull away from the midpoint. But when the strength popped up, you could see it here on the 30-minute when it switched from red to green and when it crossed over the midpoint into the after hours, and so far we're up here near 499. Going into tomorrow, it will be crucial for these inflows to stay above the midpoint and continue strong, and currently sitting at 4.03. Now on the 1 hour, same thing. Those inflows have been trying to come up. They had not crossed the midpoint. When they did, full strength there, and so far it's hit 2.12, and based off the history of the chart, it has room to go up to 3.64 and even 4.42 based off the history of the chart, and the last time it ran from 496 up to the 503 area. Now, here we are with the volatility of the 15-minute with these inflows sharply coming up. They did try to come up in the middle of the day, quickly came back down, but here it is, full strength, hitting highs up here of 4.6, and now outflows have slightly began, and I will be watching this going into tomorrow and the rest of the after hours. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And if these outflows continue here on the 15-minute to head towards the midpoint, reflect that weakness into these charts and roll that weakness over here into the 30-minute and 1 hour. The first support I'll be watching is 498, and then below that comes the 496 to 495, and then the support here of 493.50, guys. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to stay above the midpoint on the 15-minute and turn back above, turning green and continuing to push up higher into the 30-minute and 1 hour. And the first resistance is 500. Then above that is the 502 to 503 area. And then I'll be watching 505. As always, guys, these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. And the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them. I will be watching them closely as they just crossed over in the after hours on the 30-minute and the 1 hour. And it's trying to push up and stay above on the 15-minute. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.